Who innovated the prohibition of Mut'atul Hajj, and who opposed that innovation? Sunani Nasa'i, Hadith 2685, under the chapter of Hajj. Muhammad ibn al-Muthanna and Muhammad ibn Bashar, from Muhammad, from Shu'bah, from Al-Hakam, from Umar ibn Umair, from Ibrahim ibn Abi Musa, from Abi Musa, that he was allowing mut'ah. Then a man told him, "Wait a minute with your fatwa. You don't know what Amir al-Mu'mineen has innovated," until I met him. So Umar said, "I knew that the Prophet did that, but I hated to see them coming to the Hajj with their heads dripping from water." Sahih Bukhari, Tafsir al-Quran, under the chapter of فَمَنْ تَمَتَّعَ بِالْعُمْرَةِ إِلَى الْحَجِّ, Hadith number 4156. From Musaddad, from Yahya, from Imran Abi Bakr, from Abu Raja, from Imran ibn Hussein, that he said, "The verse of the Mut'ah came down in God's book, and we did it with the Prophet. And there was no other verse that came down to prohibit it, and the Prophet did not prohibit it." Then a man said something with his own opinion. Fath al-Bari Bisharh Sahih al-Bukhari explains that the man who said by his own opinion is Umar. Muwatta Malik, Hadith 671, Al-Hajj, Ma Ja'a fi Tamattu'. From Yahya, from Malik, from Ibn Shahab, from Muhammad bin al-Harith bin Nawfal bin Abdul Muttalib, that he heard Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas and Al-Dhahhak ibn Qais in the year of the Hajj of Muawiyah bin Abi Sufyan, and they were mentioning the mut'ah of Umrah to the Hajj. Dhahhak said, "No one does that except the one who is ignorant of the laws of God." Sa'ad said, "What a bad thing you said, my cousin." Al-Dhahhak ibn Qais replied, "Umar ibn al-Khattab prohibited it." Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas replied, "The Prophet did it, and we did it with him." Musnad Ahmad, Hadith number 20,322. From Hashim, from Yunus, from Al-Hasan, that Umar wanted to forbid the mut'ah of the Hajj. So Abi told him, "You cannot do that. We did that with the Prophet, and he did not stop us from doing that." Umar ignored this matter, and then he went and tried to prohibit some clothing that gets painted by urine. So Abi told him, "You cannot do that. The Prophet wore them, and we put them on in his time." Musnad Ahmad, Hadith number 15,521. From Yaqub bin Ibrahim, from Ubay, from Ibn Ishaq, from Abi Ishaq bin Yasar, that he said, "We were in Mecca. Then Abdullah ibn Zubair came and forbid the mut'ah of the Hajj, and he denied that the people used to do it with the Prophet. So this news arrived to Abdullah ibn Abbas. So he said, 'And what did Ibn Zubair know about this? Let him go back to his mother Asma, the daughter of Abu Bakr, and ask her if the Zubair came back halal to her or no.'" Musnad Ahmad, Hadith number 25,709. From Rawh, from Shu'bah, from Muslim al-Qarri, that he said, "I asked Ibn Abbas about the mut'ah of the Hajj, so he allowed it, and Ibn Zubair was prohibiting it. So he said, 'This is the mother of Ibn Zubair. She says that the Prophet allowed it. So go to her.' They went to her and asked her, and we went in, and it was a big and blind woman, and she said, 'Yes, the Prophet allowed it.'" Musnad Ahmad, Hadith number 2955. From Hajjaj, from Sharik, from Al-A'mash, from Al-Fudayl bin Amro, from Sa'id ibn Jubayr, from Ibn Abbas, that he said, "The Prophet did mut'ah, and Urwa ibn Zubayr said that Abu Bakr and Umar forbid mut'ah." So Ibn Abbas said, "What is little Urwa saying Abu Bakr and Umar forbid it?" Ibn Abbas said, "I see them that they will be destroyed." I'm telling them the Prophet said, and they tell me Abu Bakr and Umar forbid it. Sunani Nasa'i, Hadith 2683, under the chapter of Manasik al-Hajj, al-Tamattu', from Amr bin Ali, from Yahya bin Sa'id, from Abdurrahman ibn Harmala, from Sa'id ibn al-Musayyab. He said that Ali and Uthman were doing Hajj, and when we were in the way, Uthman forbid the Tamattu'. So Ali said, if you see him going, you go. And Ali and his friends did the Mutaa, and Uthman didn't forbid them. So Ali told Uthman, I was informed that you forbid the Tamattu'. He said yes. So Ali said, didn't you hear that the Prophet did Mutaa? Uthman replied, yes. Sahih Muslim, Hadith 2147, the pilgrimage, the chapter of the lawfulness of the Mutaa, from Muhammad ibn al-Muthanna and Muhammad ibn Bashar, from Muhammad ibn Ja'far, from Shu'bah, from Amr bin Murrah, from Sa'id ibn al-Musayyab, that he said, Ali and Uthman gathered in Asfan, and Uthman was forbidding the Mutaa. So Ali said, what do you want from the Prophet's action, forbidding the people from doing it? Uthman said, leave us from you. Ali said, I cannot leave you.